Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third annual Safer Ecommerce Day with EverC. My name is Aileen McDonough, and I am Director of Content here at EverC, which is now part of G2 Risk Solutions. Before we begin, I'd like to share a few quick details going down my list to make sure that this event goes smoothly for you. To answer everyone's question, yes, we are recording today, and you will receive the recordings after the event. In the meantime, we would invite you to follow us on LinkedIn, follow EverC on LinkedIn so that you can get the highlights throughout the day and any other thought leadership that we'll be posting in the coming weeks. After each session ends, they will get you back to the lobby automatically, and that's the landing page in the hub for the entire event. So from there, you can join the next session. Oh, we're hearing there's no sound. Can people not hear it?
I can hear you.
You can hear me, but no, people are saying there's none. So let's just check. That's very weird.
We have external folks that are okay with the sound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone who weighed in the chat. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Okay, so if you have any questions during the event, please submit them through the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen. And that includes letting us know that there is sound. Awesome. Thanks, guys. If your question is not answered during the session, then we will contact you directly afterwards. And we will also be compiling a list of anonymized questions for some content post-event. Lastly, I want to sincerely thank you for joining us today. We truly believe that making e-commerce safer will result in a safer world. And this is part of our mission, and you are part of our mission by being here today. And now I would like to introduce our Chief Risk Officer, Melissa Sutherland, who can speak more to that. Melissa?
Thanks, Aileen. I appreciate that. Welcome, everybody. I am so excited to be with so many friends and colleagues, fellow crime fighters. We have some of the best and brightest risk, fraud, and compliance minds anywhere in the detection and disruption space here today. Every year, Safer Ecommerce Day gives us a reason to pause and to lift our heads up a little bit from our dashboards and our cases and our endless tagging and spreadsheets, and to remember why we do this work. What makes this day so powerful? It's not just about technology or updates, wins and misses, or regulations. It's about alignment across people, our institutions, and intent. So this is our third year hosting the event, which when we started, there was a lot of doubt internally about the event not having a sales or a vendor focus. Does the industry need this? Is it wise? And I think we've proved them wrong. This year, we have our largest and most diverse group of attendees to date. So bravo to the team that works on this day for us. It's incredible. It's an incredible amount of work driven by passion and love for the industry. So thank you. So let's spend a couple of minutes and talk about why days like this matter. When an industry takes a day to unite around safety, it sends a message far louder than any product launch or compliance bulletin. Trust matters. Days like Safer Ecommerce Day give us space to realign. We come together across banks, PayFacs, acquirers, marketplaces, card networks, law enforcement, our academia friends that I know have logged on to join us today. Groups that rarely get to share a room, we give them a forum to do so. So we surface what's working, we see what's failing, and we explore what we don't know yet. This visibility fuels our shared purpose. It reminds us that, as Aileen said, protecting commerce isn't competitive advantage, it's a collective obligation. And let's be clear, the threat landscape has evolved, and we must evolve with it. The digital economy that we're defending is breathtaking in scope, size, reach, innovation, but it's also increasingly being weaponized. Global e-commerce fraud losses surpassed $40 billion in 2024. They're predicted to exceed $100 billion by 2029. Pig butchering scams alone are draining tens of billions of dollars from multi-generational victims across the globe. Counterfeits, synthetic IDs, trafficking rings, deep fakes, these are no longer niche threats existing on the periphery. They're industrialized fraud supply chains, and they're in our portfolios. The people behind them are no longer disorganized opportunists. They're educated, they're network, they're relentless, and they're exploiting regulatory gaps, jurisdictional limits, and our own fragmentation. So this is not a seasonal problem. It's global, it's a persistent threat, it's incentivized, and it's evolving. The payment ecosystem, while well-intended, has a gap between alignment and action. Within our own walls, too many of us are mistaking agreement for action. We nod in meetings, we endorse collaboration, we share posts about partnerships, and then we quickly fade to back and when the heavy lifting begins. And it's not because we don't see value, we just don't know how to begin. Let's be honest, agreeing that something matters, super easy. Building the process, data sharing agreements, jurisdictional playbooks, that's hard. Safety isn't secured by consensus statements. It's built through sustained effort. You'll hear from Erin West later on today, and she will echo these statements. She and I have been discussing engagement to action to sustained participation and how to keep the payments community motivated and involved. This is the uncomfortable truth. Our industry has no shortage of people who signal alignment, but too few who know how to stay in the fights. And that's what we're here to help with. And if we want to outpace bad actors, we need more participation and execution. So let's make today an alignment day. Let's make it mean something measurable. Did we and can we share actionable data? Did we and should we remove a barrier? And should we reach across the competitive landscape? The answer is yes. And folks on this call are going to help us align on the how. Fraud prevention, it's not a campaign, it's a craft. It demands continuous support and education. Disruption and detection, it's a discipline, a muscle we strengthen every day by events like this, by learning, by testing, simulating events, and sharing. The bad actors, they never stop learning. They read every new policy. They explore every API they can get their hands on. Every regulatory update, they're combing through it, looking for any gaps between us. They collaborate across borders faster than many of us can schedule a meeting. If we don't continuously educate ourselves, we just don't fall behind. We become predictable and open to attack. Our adversaries know the value of collaboration, and they use it to our disadvantage. So how do we win? Winning won't come from secrecy or competition, proprietary advantages. It comes from transparency, openness to sharing, integrity. And to truly secure our rails, we have to eliminate the opportunity. We have to reimagine competition when safety is concerned. Risk is not a zero-sum game. Tear down communication barriers, build shared channels, not walled gardens. When one institution hides an emerging threat to protect its brand, the entire ecosystem pays the price. When one platform shares, we are all stronger together. So let's take a look at 2026. Let's commit, partner, build cross-industry task forces that move intelligence at the speed of crime. Support, imperative, and 2025 has taught us anything. Funding, research, training, public-private disruption initiatives, paramount to disruption. We cannot do this alone. We cannot do this without funding. Share, make transparency the default, not the exception. And disrupt, strike first. Let's do it together. Bad actors, if they face friction everywhere they turn, they're going to hate all of us, just not some of us. And if we do that, we turn days like today from an annual observance into an everyday operating principle. Because safety, it's a system. And remember, the mission is simple. Build and keep safe a payments ecosystem that buyers and sellers trust. That's our obligation. That's what we do events like this for, is that end. Trust in the ecosystem. So thank you. Let's do this today. It's going to be an unbelievably cool day. The speaker lineup is awesome. And I say that with full bias because we worked on it. But we are taking you on a journey of thought leader to folks illustrating what's happening in the broader payments landscape, to ways that we can solve these problems, to ending our day with Erin West and a boot camp on how to train your friends, family, and your own payments ecosystem to disrupt scams and bad actors when we see them. So I think we are going to kick it off with an introduction to Simon Newman. Yes, Aileen, am I correct in that assumption? Awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm truly excited because this is one of the coolest humans that I've met the tiny amount of time that I've known him. I'm a huge fan. Um, I'm going to read you a little brief. I'm going to break the cardinal rule. I'm going to stare at my screen and read you a little brief from his bio and then give you his title and then give him the microphone. So Simon is the CEO of the Online Dating and Discovery Association, the recognized trade body for the sector representing nearly 500 brands worldwide. Prior to his current role, Simon spent much of his career in senior leadership roles within the public sector, including as a deputy director within the UK Home Office and as a strategic advisor to the Ministry of Interior in the UAE. More recently, he has specialized in fraud and cybercrime prevention, culminating in the setup of the Cyber Resilience Center for London in 2022. Title of Simon's presentation is Why Trust and Safety Matters, Building Consumer Confidence in Online Dating Platforms. So in the session, Simon's going to be explaining how trust and safety is becoming increasingly important to both consumers and online dating apps. And Simon, welcome so much to the show. We are thrilled to host you. Please take it away. Thank you.
Well, what we're actually going to do is we're going to leave the welcome space and then we're going to start back in the, we're going to start the next session. So everyone join us in the next session and you'll be able to enjoy this wonderful presentation that Simon is going to give us. Okay, see you in a bit.